y'all, welcome to Daydream Manor Flower Farm. I'm Dawn, I live in South Louisiana, and on today's video, let's talk about a new project that I'm doing. Well, hey y'all, welcome into the tunnel. It is like really early here, and I have a list of things to do today, of course. Y'all, and the weather has been atrocious. The winds have been, y'all, I don't know what's happening with the winds. Yesterday, day before yesterday, they were gusting at like 28, 29 miles per hour. The rain just has been torrential. So it's supposed to be another funky weekend. So when I post this, it's going to be storming here again. We just can't get ahead. And I am like, and wait for it. And we went from this beautiful weather to 88 degrees yesterday. And I think next week it goes down to 40. Mother Nature is on a tear. So, just trying to survive at this point. The grass needs to be cut, but it's too wet. I need to weed the perennial bed. So I'm going to try to do some of that. The field is just a hot ass mess. I don't know how else to say it. The fencing is still torn up. We've got to take care of that. Y'all, and my cold season flowers are just not taking off. If you have watched me for any length of time, I have been struggling in this field since I moved into this field. First year, I had some tainted soil. We thought we fixed that. The next year, had a few issues. This year, y'all, none of my cool season stuff has even grown. And when I say grown, like I mean like this. And it's almost time for me to pull them up and put in warm season. So I'm going to do another soil test. I've got to go pick up the kit today or tomorrow, and I'm going to do another soil test. And I don't understand, because the same soil we use in those raised beds we use in the tunnel. And look at this. I mean, beautiful. So I'm going to tell y'all what I thought about yesterday, and y'all tell me if I'm crazy. Part of me yesterday, when I was out here working in the tunnel and just looking at everything and how much I love being in here, I really thought about getting a second tunnel and skipping the field altogether and turning the field into just warm season and not do any cool season. Because here's the difference, and I think a lot of it has to do with the temperature fluctuates. Like zinnias and marigolds and all that did fine out there last year. I mean, they struggled somewhat, but they did fine. At the end of the day, I'm going to say that they did fine. Use the beds that are out here for part of them for my vegetable garden and the other part for warm season, and grow everything else in 2 tunnels. I don't know. Mr. Daydream ain't going to be on board, because he's going to be like, another one I have to put together. But I do have somebody who is close to me in proximity, that when they moved into their property, they have a high tunnel on their property, and they want to get rid of it. But it's put up, and so literally it would be having to take it down, haul it over here, and then put it back up, which is a lot of work. But I don't know. I may have to have a serious conversation with Mr. Daydream. So, I don't know, y'all. What do you think? I do love growing in the high tunnel. It has been such a great experience for me. It is a challenge in the summer when the temperatures are at 110 degrees, just making sure it stays open, coming out here to close it when the weather, all of the things. But I've had so much better success in here. So I don't know. And then the other part of me was like, do I just move the flower field back where it was when I first started out? In the first 3 years, I had an abundance of flowers. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. It's so bizarre to me, because like yesterday on my Facebook page, it popped up a memory from 4 years ago, and y'all should have seen the blooms. Anemones, poppies, I mean, all my cool season stuff in big bouquets. And I was growing in my other field, not here, not in this field. So I don't even know if there's an issue just in this field area, but I'm about done. So I don't know. I've got to sit down and make some decisions. I don't know. It's just so frustrating too, right? And that's all a part of farming. But I don't know. So let me know what y'all think. you know, how long. I am going to go, like I said, I am going to go get the kit. I'm going to do another soil test. I did a soil test last year. I amended the beds according to that. So I thought I was really on the right path. Yeah. Even like on my trellises. So I'm looking now. They look a little bit better. I have Peggy Martins on 2 of my trellises. Y'all, those will survive anything. I mean, they are like the Louisiana flower. They survived Hurricane Katrina. They survived everything. They look crappy over here. My other ones, I'm looking right now, that I have over on my trellis, over closer to the house, look beautiful. So something is happening over here. We'll see. All right, so that's just me rambling and bringing y'all up to date with my frustrations. The other thing is I still have some vegetables that I'm trying to sell. God, just that market being canceled just screwed me over so bad. But it's cool. What else is happening in the tunnel? Ranunculus finally decided to pop up. So they are, I mean, it's just a handful. It is still not what I expected. And here's what's going to happen. They're going to start blowing open. They're not going to grow anymore because it is hot. The battery finally died in here, so I couldn't see my gauge yesterday. But day before it was like 92 in here. So they're going to start doing their thing. So they're going to have to be pulled up. Lilies, on the other hand, are looking amazing. And the hanging baskets are looking great. So I think I'm going to start shifting. The more I talk out loud, y'all, the more I feel like I'm going to start shifting gears. So, all right. Next thing up, Mr. Daydream got home yesterday. You know, it has been crazy. He left to go out of town for a week for training. Then I went to DC with the grand girls, and then he went. And as soon as I came back, he left. Like, we've seen each other for half a day at this point. He left to go out of state again for another training. So last 3 weeks have been nuts, but I got to hunker down and get some stuff done here. Here's the other big project I'm working on because I don't have enough to do. So I've had my daydreammanor.com, my website, for several years now. Had it redone last year, so happy with it. But also on there, I had another tab that was the mercantile. And that's where I was selling like my valet trays, the stuff that I hand pour out of concrete, and my t-shirts and that kind of stuff. And when I was revamping the website, I had a conversation with Emily. That was my person who redid my website. She's amazing. If you are looking for websites, she does do them all over the country. So let me know. I'll send you her information. And we talked about how should I pull it off completely and do a separate store for that? Well, at the time we were like, okay. So she just designed it so that it would look a little bit different on my website until I could make a final decision. Well, about 6-8 months ago, a friend of mine who I met through the boutique, actually, it was probably longer than that. We had kind of talked about doing an online boutique. So the boutique I'm in just does not have an online store. And I was like, look, I've got some stuff I could put on there, you know, as I order things in, whatever. The inventory's not the issue. And she was like, same. So her and I, God, it's probably been close to a year now, started really walking through this, talking through it. And the last 6 months, we have really worked on the website. So we are doing the mercantile at the Manor. We have built that platform out on Shopify. And so she has beautiful items. She has like pottery and pewter jewelry and these beautiful pillows. And so we are combining. So I'm going to do like the garden outdoor fashion tees. Y'all should see the new hats that I have. In fact, I have to drop them off to my embroiderer girl this weekend so she can get those done. So it has been a labor of love. Working on it in the evenings, early in the morning. So it is going to go live in a couple of days. So if you would follow me on the Mercantile at the Manor, Facebook and Instagram, you can learn about our website. Y'all, so cute. I'm going to carry a lot of the stuff on there that I carry in the boutique is for garden and outdoor stuff. And some items that are only exclusively available on the website. So I'm like really happy about it. I mean, again, y'all, I've said this before. I am in the next couple of years planning on corporate America. And so I want to set myself up now with some of these things that I want to do after retirement, post-retirement. And so one of those is I want to stay in the boutique, I want to continue the flower farm, and I want to have the online store. So those are the things. Somebody asked me the other day, they were like, when do you sleep? Girl, I sleep good. Here's my secret. I go to bed at 8 o'clock. No TV, no TV in my room. I've never had a TV in my room. I will read for about 30 minutes and then I sleep. My phone goes on do not disturb. I have 2 numbers that can get through that. One's my husband, one's my daughter. Other than that, my phone is silent. It's not even in my room. I don't even bring my phone in my room. I haven't ever done that, actually. And I sleep. Now, I'm up at 4:30ish, and I am starting my day. But for me, that has been the best thing I could do for myself, was making sure I get a good night's sleep. So, sometimes I'm like, this is a long list. Like today, it's a long list. I've got plants that need to be repotted for the boutique. I'm going to put together, I cut campanula last night, so I'm going to put together some mini bouquets. And I'm talking to you folks today. But y'all, here's the thing. I love what I'm doing. I do. And look, I actually really like my corporate job. I like the company I work for. I like the position I'm in. I like the things I do. And I do think that helps be motivated. So anyway, we're not turning into a whole motivation speech right here. But I hope you find what you love to do and you pursue it with a passion. So with all that said, I gotta get my butt in gear. Y'all, because, oh my gosh, okay. What you also should know about me is I love a whiteboard. Yes, a dry erase whiteboard. So I have one in my home office. So this morning, I am going to start writing my list out on it so I can bring it out into the STEM shed. I usually do it on my notebook or in my calendar, and I'm like, no, I need something that can stay outside. So I'm about to go do that. I know. It's the little things that make me so happy. So anyway, I'm going to get my rear in gear and try to get some stuff done before this weather moves in. So I hope you all have a wonderful week, and we will chat again soon. See ya.